Alright guys, how's it going? Now what I want to teach you guys in this video is how to master something quickly. Alright, now I am a big culprit of taking way too fucking long to learn something. Where, like something like pickup, it took me 5 years to get into what I would consider mastery. 5 fucking years, when it could have taken me 1 to 2 years if I did it intelligently. So, what can you guys learn from my mistakes? What do I do differently now as opposed to 3, 5, 7 years ago? Alright, with that being said, let's get into this.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
I'm gonna go through 3 different things that I learned that helped me to master things quickly. Number 1, not only listen to what they say, but pay attention to what they do and make sure it correlates to what they're saying they do. Now this is a big one. People don't have necessarily interpersonal intelligence. Interpersonal intelligence is a mastery in its own way. Somebody could be amazing at baseball, but they won't be able to teach you how to, swing a bat. Somebody could be good at dribbling, playing music. It doesn't mean that they have a good idea of how to correlate it. For a long time, I had a really hard time teaching pickup concepts in my head to people because the way they work out in my head, it would be hard to express verbally. So this was something that I had to learn and master myself. So pay attention to what your masters are doing and do that over what they say. If they're doing something differently than what they're saying, focus on what they do. All right? Always, always, always focus on what they do. Now, here's another big one that made me very fucking good. It is look at what all masters are doing the same. You want to look at what every single person in a field is doing the same. So like for example, millionaires. Every millionaire reads, studies, listens to some kind of material. So that's a very big culprit in becoming a master, in making $1 million, and becoming a big businessman. It's reading, studying. Now for another example would be pickup. Great pickup artists have great eye contact. Eye contact, every pickup artist that kills it at this shit has great eye contact. So it's a fundamental. For whatever reason, eye contact is a big thing. I think I have the reasons why it is a big deal, but we're not gonna get into that in this one. For this one, just know, look at what everybody's doing the fucking same. So if you see that everybody's doing the same exact fucking thing, it means that that's a fundamental. So you need to have it in whatever thing you're mastering. You need to have that in place. What is it in your field of mastery that you can take in and you can put into it that you need? What are these things that you see all the masters doing that are very important? Now, number 3, this is the final one. Practice is not just quantity of practice. I've heard people say this all the fucking time, especially in pickup. I hear this in RSD, Tyler talking about this. If you want to get good at pickup, you have to put in massive amount of effort. That's true. However, you have to put in also quality of effort. Alright, so practice is quality and quantity of practice. Now, a lot of pickup artists talk about quantity of practice. They say you have to put in massive amount of effort to get good at something. I did quite a bit of that. So when I was younger, when I was between the ages of maybe like 12 and 19 years old, I went hard at basketball. Surprisingly, or not so surprisingly, I never got good at it. I put in 6 to 9 hours a day of basketball. I never fucking got good at it. The reason being is because I did the same exact fucking drills every fucking day. I did the same things. I never switched up. I never looked at my faults, my strengths. I never tried to bring any of it to light. So how can you add quality of practice to your game? All right, now, one of the big things I learned from Julian told me 51% of your practice or getting good at game is taking notes. Take notes. Figure out where your sticking points are. Write down field reports. Figure out, oh, I said this and this happened. Or I said this and it went bad. Why did it go bad? What can I say different next time? Fix your game. Figure out what you're doing wrong, because all you're gonna do is hammer home negative and bad habits. You're gonna knock home bad habits that you're not gonna like in your game. And the longer that you game with bad quality of practice, the harder it's gonna be to unroot that shit later on when you're like trying to get better at this. So knock out your bad habits now, focus on that shit. Figure out where your sticking points are. What are you saying that's not helpful? What are you saying that's helpful that you can start saying more? What are your strengths that you can lean on? Figure this shit out. This is very important. All right, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. With that being said, peace out.
Remember kids, stay in school, don't do drugs, and fuck bitches. Remember to subscribe, motherfuckers.
I used to feel so devastated.